And hello. Alright, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on just yet, but can you guys hear me? Alright, now this is only my second time streaming in a long time, so I'm not sure exactly how it's working. I'm going to try and pick everything up by watching it kind of for the first couple seconds, and we'll hopefully get this show on the road. So please bear with me here as we get started. And hello. Alright, so I hear the audio moving over. Alright, so there you go. So I know you guys can hear me, but I'm trying to get the video set up now. One thing I want to go into is we do have an XSplit license for the channel, youtube.com/gfx, but unfortunately it's only PC, and my PC is still broken. I'm getting it fixed, so unfortunately we're going to have to go through the crappy Wirecast for this stream, but next week we should be up on on XSplit, and no more watermarks, no more girl talking in the background. And so that is what it's at. So so one more stream, and then we will move on from there. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is let's go ahead and add my desktop here, so you guys can hopefully see. So I hope you guys are okay with the badness for one more. Come on, work for me. To hold it. Alright, we're having a little trouble here. Alright, new local desktop presenter. Let's see how this thing works. Local desktop presenter 0. Alright, there we go. Capture monitor. Show cursor on. Alright, save settings. And I need to go make a cup of tea for this. Yes, go make your tea. Still trying to set everything up, so please don't be all upset. We're going to be trying to get this here, so add local desktop presenter. Here we go. So I should have fixed the thing with the, oh, look at that, the 16:9 aspect ratio. It is fixed, so you guys can see that. And yes, the Wirecast, it's only one more episode. So I tried using Media Encoder and Cam Twist, and this was the easiest option for this episode. And again, I apologize for all that badness, but it's a growing process. It's going to take a couple episodes to get everything to the right place. I fixed the audio and I fixed 16:9, so I am progressing. I'm definitely taking a look at your comments and trying to fix as many problems as we can. But it's a slow process, and it just takes some time to get everything all set up. And I hope you guys are going to enjoy the show. And let me move this over here. Yes, there we go. Perfect. I dig it. So, I mean, it works. It's working so far. And so that's all that matters, is that we can at least get the show running. I'm going to try and look at the comments as I or have the comments in another window here, if it'll let me. But I don't want to go away. Of Wirecast. And there we go. So I can see your comments, and we'll make sure the stream is running okay. Alright, so by taking a look at some of the things that you guys wanted to learn, what we're going to try and do is we are going to try and teach you guys how to make kind of like a grunge style banner, kind of like the same style that is up on GFX right now. And if you guys want to tweet us more creative ideas and stuff that you guys want to learn, please feel free to go ahead. Our Twitter is at MCNGFX, and we're going to try and get lower thirds and all that graphics in once we get XSplit running. So just bear with us. This is, I know the Wirecast thing is awful, but we're fixing it. It's slow progression. So here we go. So this is the header that I made for the Twitter, and so we have all the different layers here. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and close this, and we're going to go ahead and open something new. It's going to be one channel template. Oh, it's the PNG. Nope, not what we wanted to open. Boom. All right. Let's go with one channel template mlgfx.psd. That is what we need to go ahead and open. And if you guys have anything that you guys want to comment, I can read the comments while I do this too. I also figured that out. So please, feel free to, use the comments. Let me know what you guys think. All right. So here we go, and let it all load. My computer's being really slow because I think I'm on the dual monitor right now, and I think that's taking up most of it. But the CPU's in the good, and so I assume everything's okay for the most part. So we'll see.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
All right, here we go. So this was actually a banner I made for the Ultra Network, which is a thing I do with Lucas Knox, who also works for Freedom. So let's go ahead and hide that. So we're going for a grunge style banner here, and so we're gonna make a new group and a new folder here, and let's just do black in the background here, and then we're gonna shoot on a brush, and then these are grunge brushes that I picked up off brusheasy.com. So you guys can just simply go and download those. It's brusheasy.com and search grunge brushes, and throw on the white, and then just kind of add them as you go. There's no really rhyme or reason to why you do something in grunge. Grunge is natural and random, and so that's kind of where you want to be. You just want to kind of add some flair, some sparks. Let's go. And George Akers just asked, what are we making? I'm going to show you guys how to kind of do a grunge style banner in the same form that is on our current YouTube channel. Alright. And so, these are just generic grunge elements or brushes that you can download off brusheasy.com. And yeah, they work really well. And so for this, we're going to go ahead and make a new layer. And let's go ahead and add some more grunge to the side. As you can see, this brush kind of looks familiar as to the thumbnails that we've been using. That's really the paint kind of effect that we've been using on a lot of our things. He's making a grunge style banner. Thank you, Nova, for including him in. So let's see here. Let's change the size around here. And sorry if it's a little bit laggy. Be sure to let me know what you guys are experiencing so I can try and fix it in later episodes, or try and work with it. Yeah. Let's see here.
Demonstration of Wirecast.
There you go. Kind of erase the kind of edges here. And then let's go ahead and new layer. Let's make it black. And then right here, I made it white actually, so let's invert that. And we will do light. And that should work that. Alright, so now what we want to do is we want to kind of lower the opacity on these. Kind of, they're the background. They're not really the foreground as you take it. So you want them to be kind of soft. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add some color to this. Now I chose green and blue for the whatever you call it, the kind of colors scheme for that one banner. Really, it's not, like, the color to me doesn't really matter as much as long as the colors are balanced. And I know the Wirecast thing is annoying, Matarode, but it's what we got to do. This is the last episode. It should be on here. I should hopefully have my PC working by next week, and when that's working, we'll be able to use XSplit, and we have a license for it, so just bear with us for that. But let's go ahead and we'll just do green and maybe like a yellowish. I'm not sure exactly. We'll just play it by ear. But you just want to kind of brush against there and see how it adds that green glow effect that kind of has in the that we can using in the banner style that we have going on right now. And so there you go. And then we actually can just kind of chill with that right now. And now let's just throw the logo that we're going to use there. And what is up, do, or I think it's duh, and then is that a Q? QY, duck-a? Duck-a, duck-a, ducky, like ducky, but duck-a. Alright, and
This is a demonstration.
So now that we have this, let's go ahead and focus on the text. And boom. And text, and I believe the font that we're going to be using is Huberera, which is the GFX logo font right now. By the way, are any of you guys entering the logo contest? I've seen some really cool logo submissions so far, but not as many as I want to see, so I hope you guys are hopefully putting some more on there. And let's go GFX exclamation point. And let's boost up the font here. Alright. And boom. There we go. Nice GFX logo. And let's go ahead and go right click on that and hit convert to shape. There you go. And go and hit Command T again and see we're right about in the middle, so that's good. Now if you hit U on your keyboard, I'm big on shortcuts and I recommend that you guys learn them. We can go to our gradient shape tool and let's kind of even this out to about the 50 area. Right about there. And I think it's somewhat of like a soft grayish color towards the middle there. Let's see what that looks like. It needs to be a little bit heavier in my opinion.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
And let's make it just a little bit darker. And there we go. I mean, that's pretty. I like that. It looks good. So let's add a drop shadow to it to kind of separate it from the background just a little bit. And actually, instead of a drop shadow, let's try something a little different here. Let's go with a kind of greenish color.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
Using the phone is using phone. The struggle is real. Free GFX. That's funny. And let's kind of go for like a greenish glow color. Let's just experiment here. I mean, that's basically what graphics is, just a lot of experimenting and seeing what you can kind of come up with. Let's keep the spread kind of tight and lower the opacity a little bit. Let's see, that's a little bit too much. So let's take the spread down and kind of... There you go. That looks pretty cool, in my opinion. Alright, and so now what we want to do is we want to duplicate the GFX logo copy, and then we want to remove the outer glow, and then this GFX logo right here, the original one we made, we're going to throw that behind the actual glow, and so that way the glow is actually like more on top of the layer. And so we're going to go ahead and turn this layer back on, and what that'll do is it'll make the solid white over it. And then we're going to right click and hit rasterize layer. And then we're going to go ahead and get our grunge brushes as erasers this time. And we're just going to kind of go over it. And it's hard to tell with this right here, but if you look really closely, you can see the kind of finer detail that it's throwing in. And that's what I'm talking about. When you give something meaning and you give it, you actually invest in details. Like the small details like that add up and they make a difference into the overall, outcome of the banner. And so that's one thing that I recommend. I mean, ultimately it's your choice, you're the designer. But I prefer to go for the small details there. And we'll just kind of continue to kind of erase it up. You can see all the small details kind of showing up. What I'm going to do here is on this actual GFX layer, I'm going to make a new layer, and I'm going to set that to be clipping mask. Right there. and then we're going to take a brush, drop it down a little bit, and we're going to throw some actual green on there. Maybe a little bit of a darker kind of green effect, and we're going to actually kind of paint that on there so you guys can see where the brushed effect went in, and that actually looks pretty good. I kind of like that. Let's add a little bit more and just see if we want to kind of change it. But let's see, let's add a little bit up there. Let's grab the eraser tool a little bit, soft brush, make it a little bit bigger so it fades off a little bit. And my CPU is being a little bit overdone. There we go. So it's kind of, there we go. I dig that. That looks pretty good. And so let's lower that. Alright, so now, I mean, we kind of have our text. And now I'm going to go into more of the elements part of the banner. And I know it's you, I sacrificed. I know it's you, Adam. Don't worry. But, and so now we're going to go ahead and kind of show you what to do as far as the elements. Like, I'm going to go ahead and pull up the current GFX banner. I'm going to make a new window here. And we're going to go youtube.com/GFX.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
My internet's not that slow, I promise. It's probably just because of the stream. But there we go. Alright, and so as you see here, we have, you know, these elements like the subscribe, and then we have the, you know, the banner here with the Twitter icon and the Facebook like button right there with the text. I'm going to show you guys how to do that kind of stuff. And that's the next part of this. So let's go minimize that, and we will zoom out here. And so you want to hit U on your keyboard to bring up your shapes layer, and you want to choose your rounded rectangle tool. And don't worry about the radius or anything like that. Just make sure it has a stroke and a 0 fill. And so what you want to do is you want to make just a normal, like, circle almost. I prefer a high radius just to say, because you're going to be editing the radius later. But you just make a perfect circle with the rounded rectangle tool. And then over here, this should pop up automatically as your properties. You want to uncheck the little link here, and you want to set this to, or you want to set the top to, my bad, to 0 and 0. And then what that will do, and that will, when I hit enter there, will make kind of the badge that we had with the previous one. See that? And so now you have that kind of badge that you have. And Nova just said that this guy's banner is quite cool, so let's go ahead and look at it. And it's Vuk, I believe is how you say your name, Vuk, like V-U-K, not the other word. If you want free graphics, I'm showing you how to make a banner, so you might, you know, just want to learn how to make your own banner. And then you can make your own banners. You don't need to worry about anyone. But we'll get back to the tutorial here. And so you hit U on your keyboard, and it should bring up your shape layers again. And so you want to go to fill, you want to click on the gradient, and you want to select the second option. And what this option will do is it'll bring up a gradient, but it'll take the opacity on the second layer all the way down. And it will do that. So now you have like a kind of a green gradient, and which is really cool. And I'm going to bring the scale kind of down a little bit. Let's actually try to think if I want to do this, because I want it to be, we'll just lower the opacity of it overall. And there we go. And so that's kind of giving us the desired effect here. And then if you want to go ahead and throw in any logo that you want, like if you have the Twitter logo, which if you want any of those Twitter, like Twitter logo or anything like that. What are the sizes for the banner again? The size that I'm currently using right now is 35 inches, 0.564 by 20, but in pixel form that's 2560 by 1440. And Nova just answered your question. But here we go. And so we're going to go back to here. So if you just go to google.com and you type in Twitter logo and hit enter, the first thing that'll come up is about twitter.com/press/brand assets. You go ahead and click that, and it'll bring in the entire download right here. You can download it PNG, the blue or the white one, and it kind of shows you how to safely space it out and other things like so. So there you go for that. Now if we're going to use, say, just a logo that I have in the custom shapes that I have, let's say we'll use the Ultra logo. Ultra is a network that I help run with Lucas Knox, who is a senior staff member here at Freedom. But let's go ahead and use this logo here. And we'll hit U, and we'll get rid of the stroke. And we'll go ahead and throw up the logo here. And we'll kind of increase it a little bit more. Oh, too much. Alright, and there we go. So now we have kind of, you know, that whole element right there. So we're going to just use that right here. Like so. So we have a little Ultra badge there. And we'll go ahead and throw out another rounded rectangle. And this will be our subscribe button. There you go. And as you see, it just pulled the exact same style from the last one, because that's the one I was hovering on. So, I mean, it's pretty easy once you've completed one just to be able to do the other. Alright, and so now I'm going to go ahead and hit new layer. I'm going to go ahead and drag that under the rounded rectangle tool. And we're going to go ahead and type the word subscribe. Subscribe. Oh, I think I hit the E button there too. Yeah. IBE. And we'll go ahead and we'll lower this down a little bit. Alright, and let's go ahead and hit the check, and then we'll do V on the keyboard to bring up your selection tool, and then you can drag this down like so, and kind of just make sure it's centered within the bubble that you make. Just like that, and let's go ahead and take the text and make it white. You can make it green if you want, it just goes, I prefer the white. It kind of matches the style of the overall banner that we have rockin'. And thank you, Nova, appreciate it. And so now we have our subscribe button, which that's not the right one, it's this one right here. And we have our kind of grunge style background and, you know, ultra link. And like I said, like these are just the kind of like these are the groundworks. Like the thing about if I show you how to make a banner, I can't really show you how to make a banner that you're going to make all the time, because you're going to add things to it. So this is the framework. This is how you do certain tools, or how you use certain tools, and how you kind of go. But it's up to you to add the creative elements to it to make it your own. And that's one of the things when you go into tutorials is you guys shouldn't anyway copy this tutorial verbatim and then sell it off as a background. You got to add your own creative elements to it, and that's really what this whole kind of aspect is about. Now I'm going to be leaving this link to download this in the description to download everything that I've done so far, and you guys can use it as you wish, but I highly recommend that you guys learn how to create your own stuff, because if you don't do that, then you're not going to be able to ever learn how to be able to make it your own. You're just going to copy from everyone. versus actually learning how to make something your own. And so that's the kind of style that I want to go for. Now I want to ask you guys, I mean, what do you guys want me to show you as of here? Like, I came in, I wanted to show you guys this because I got requested a lot to show you guys how I did the kind of grunge style. So, I mean, what do you guys want to see next? And it's going to be silent here, by the way, just because it's got to go through. There's a little bit of lag in between. And I'm yawning. I'm tired. It's been raining all day. It's been one of those days where you're just like, I don't want to move. I don't want to get out of bed. Those kind of days. But I love working with you guys and showing you guys how to do cool stuff. So it's totally worth it. This is awesome, and it's something I love to do. So if I yawn, don't think I'm bored or anything like that. I'm just a little tired. It happens when you stay up late and you drive a lot. All right. And so whenever you guys want to comment and let me know what you guys think, we will kind of go underway. And I'll do some Twitter shout-outs until we get some solid things. So Nova Graphics, or GP Taylor for EVA, thank you for shouting us out on Twitter, as well as Adam, designs Atom, as in like an atom bomb, versus, Atom. And I like YouTube video. Oh, thank you, Andrew Brown, for liking the video here. And
this is a demonstration of Wirecast.
And Philip Carroll, I'm gonna slaughter your last name here. Carriello, or it's Carlo. And how end cards. Oh, here we go. We have a tutorial request here from Nova. And how about end cards like what Freedom has? All right, well, end cards are really cool. I actually just made some for, if you saw the designer spotlight today, I made kind of a new thing here. Let me go. And we'll save this. And if you want them exactly like how Freedom has them, those are really easy. The ones that I made kind of match the style that I just showed you, as well as going over the style of the GFX channel, because ultimately when you make an end card, you want it to be branded somewhat similar to the channel. So we'll go Documents, GFX, and end card template. I don't think this is the one yet. That was the old one that I made. The new one, I believe, is in Elements. And so these are the new end cards that we did for. That's the thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe. And the font that was in there is the Habanero font, and it is. If you go to MLGFX, I'll actually type out the link here. http://mlgfx.com/gfx. You can actually download the pack, or I can't actually post the link, but it's mlgfx.com/gfx. The GFX is in all caps. And if you do that, you'll be able to go. And so these were the new end cards that I made. And I mean, really, it's straightforward. What you want to go over is how I did it was I shouted out 2 videos. Freedom did, I think, 3 and then 3. But you can do 2 videos like this, and then annotations just on YouTube. I get how to do end cards. What program do you use to fit the videos in? I use pretty much any old editing software will work. When I make a video and edit it, I use an application called ScreenFlow. If you've ever heard of it, it's Mac only, I believe, but it is really simple in here. Let me actually load up the designer spotlight that went up today. Documents, GFX, and we go videos. I think it's actually not videos. I think it's in. Oh, in community packs, there is a GFX pack that will hopefully be coming out when we hit 4,500 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you are, because at 4,500 subscribers, we're going to be releasing a community pack. And hello to all the guys who are just now joining: Nafe, GKP, Phil's channel, and Argo. I think it's Rewinds is what you're trying to go for there, but I'm not sure. We already went over a tutorial on how to make a grunge style YouTube banner, and now we're just kind of discussing different graphical elements that are found on YouTube. And so if we load in designer spotlight here, and then the one that went up today was Kurt Jr. and Spotify app. And I use ScreenFlow. I believe it costs like $100, but it's 100% worth the money. It's an awesome application. And yes, we know the Wirecast. I have an explicit license, but it's PC only. And so once I get my PC fixed, so hopefully I'll have it done by next episode, and we will not use Wirecast after this. So don't worry about that. And I might try OBS if it's Mac, if it works on Mac. You mind going over to my channel and subscribing? Really trying to get 100. I'm Cinch1. I will go ahead and subscribe to your channel with the GFX account. You're at 80 subs, so hopefully you can get it. It's I'm Cinch1. I am SYNICH1, and you just gained a subscriber from GFX as well as all the other things. And did you see my video submission? We have a lot of video submissions that we have not yet gone through, so we might have or we might not have. And what's up, Melon Man? But right here, this allows you to layer the videos on top of it. This application. That's why I really like it. And it just, you have your end card right here. You overlay the 2 videos on top of it, and you can resize them. But I'm pretty sure you can do the same thing in After Effects if you want. This program is just really light and simple. It doesn't have a lot of the editing things, so it doesn't take a toll on your computer, and it's easier to use. For videos like this, it works fine. And so that's how I overlay it on the top. Alright, Nafe GKP, I'll subscribe to your channel as well. You have 600, now 16 subscribers, so, and I'll just subscribe to all you guys so far. So there's Melon Man, subscribed. There is Argo Rewinds, subscribe. And boom. So besides that, what else do you guys want to see as far as design stuff on the channel? Can I get some feedback on my banner, please? All right, we can do some feedback on some channels here. So let's go ahead, and here's the window that I've been using to watch this stream. And I already subscribed to you, Rewinds, but let's go here. Edzy Gaming. Open link in the tab. Let's go ahead and check this channel out. I'm since used the template for your banner. Uh-oh, Nova called you up. And I like that banner a lot, actually. A lot of different colors. The font is easy to read, looks nice, and then that 3D font, or that 3D logo right there looks awesome, as well as the logo right here. I like it all. Overall, I like it all, and that's pretty sweet. I dig it. Looks awesome. I like the little lens flare effect right there too. Definitely added something. And let's go here.
This is a demonstration of Wirecast.
I don't usually go to streams for subs, but since you are, I appreciate it. Alright, Phil's channel, I'll subscribe to you as well. Subscribe. And will you be designing the official Freedom app? I don't believe so. I'm not more of a developer, especially like UI. Like UI and UX are my specialties as far as web design and development. I make web designs and development on like a regular basis. I especially go for UX, which if you don't know, UX is user experience, and it's basically the idea of like what buttons need to be there because people have to click these to get to certain locations, and it's a whole like theory. You have to know your customers, and you have to know who your audience is, because you have to know their needs to be able to provide the buttons so that they can. UX design is my favorite just because of how in depth you have to do research into. I'm a guy that likes to go in depth when I watch things. I like to get like super in depth and try and understand every aspect of it, and that is especially true with UX design, and that's one of the reasons why I like it so much. But I don't believe I'm working on that project. At least no one's asked me to, and I'm not going to go, ask for more work because, running all this kind of stuff is a full-time job, and there's a lot that goes into it, and a lot, like, the views, like, during launch week were really well, and now they're kind of falling short, so I'm trying to figure out why, like, all of a sudden, like, all the hype for the channel is kind of, like, gone, even though all the comments have been all positive, and nothing's really been kind of out there, and so, we will see what happens. I'm going to try. We have a lot of really interesting ideas coming up for videos, and the quality is getting better. Although it's not like perfect yet, it's getting better, and we're getting there, and it's really nice. This is a fun thing to do, and make graphics and show you guys how to make graphics and kind of go. When would you check for the GFX designer registration? We actually did all that. I sent out a newsletter today. And no worries, Maddie, but let me go ahead and, I don't know if I want to show you guys like Google Drive because there's a lot of stuff in it, but I went through the designer registration today and went through and added all the people who weren't already added to the newsletter, added to them, and then I sent out the link through that, as well as a lot of that general stuff. And what you guys basically, when you sign up as a designer and you fill out the designer registration, it basically makes a profile for you, and for Hype Do More contest, we have the logo contest up right there with a $50 prize, and I've only seen like 4 or 5 submissions, and that kind of disappointed me a little bit. It's kind of like and I expected more of a reaction, but I guess I don't know. And we're going to be doing, starting next Monday, every Monday, we're going to do a Monday Fun Day challenge and a lot of that fun stuff. And, sorry, I lost my train of thought, so I'm trying to, like, rethink it. But Monday Fun Day challenge, and I think I've already talked about that in another video. It's supposed to start this Monday, but since it was Labor Day, I was busy all weekend. And so I never really had the time to make the video, but I'm going to be making it. It's going to go up next Monday. Sorry, getting some water. And so I would do the contest, but I don't have any good ideas. I mean, just it's not about having the perfect idea. It's just about having a lot of cool stuff. And I might have seniors actually. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm pretty sure I have seniors. And I mean, a lot of them are really good. Like the logos that we have are good. The explanations are okay. Like I find more of a meaning in them than most people. Or than you actually do when you request it or when you submit it, but it's kind of more of a we haven't hit the mark yet. I don't believe. I think out of all the ones I've seen, I haven't seen any that absolutely blow us away and where we're like, yes, this is amazing. Now there's still going to be a winner, regardless of if we find the logo that we're going to use forever, and we'll use the logo for about a week. If for whoever wins, if we don't really love it, we'll use it for about a week. And go on from there, but I really want the community to design the logo, because I mean this is a community channel, and if you guys if no one seems to really impress us with it, it kind of goes to where we'll make a logo for ourselves, but I really want this to be a community-led thing. I don't want to have to lead it all myself, which I will if I have to, it's looking like I will have to. Versus having the community, because it's a community thing. It's not my thing. It's not Freedom's thing. It's not Adam's thing. It's the community's thing. It's the community's channel, and that's why I ask you guys everything. When I'm like, hey, what do you guys want me to show you? What do you guys want me to teach you? Because I want to base this channel off your needs, not what I think is best, because I don't know what's best. I don't know what you guys truly need because I'm not you. Only you guys can let me know. And so that's where I'm kind of going with the whole channel, and it's kind of hard to, do that when the community's kind of, they're so unsure of what they want. And if you guys want something, don't be afraid to ask it. Just let me know. I'll do my best to provide what you guys need. And we're going to be throwing more contests in there. There's going to be a contest every week. We're going to be doing. So let's go. I'm going to kind of recap here. Contest every week. We're going to go. We just Freedom set us up with our own network dashboard, so we're partnering graphic designers under our own network, which really doesn't do much, but you're just partnered with Freedom, but you're technically under us. So it doesn't really do a whole lot, but it puts you in the community. And if I ever have a good idea for this channel, I'll be sure to tell you. We have a lot of really good ideas for the channel. It's just about putting them at the right time and organizing them in the right way. Like, we have a lot of really good ideas that I'm sure all of you guys would really love and would love to see. Intro, if you can make one for Freedom Partners. Intros are a little bit different. I would love to make intros for all the Freedom Partners, but I just don't have the time. Intros take a lot of time, a lot of attention to detail. And I mean, I can't just use the same intro template and, you know, because then everyone would know it's a template versus, you know, going around that. You know, intros are something that has to be unique every time, and they're just too time detailed, and I don't have like a set person on the design team that'll design intros because they either don't know how, or they don't have that much time either to do, you know, the hundreds of intro requests that we get. And so that's where it goes intro wise. I'm going to try and do a tutorial and kind of show you guys. And I already announced that we are doing a Photoshop PSD pack or a graphics pack at 4,500 subscribers, so 4,500 subscribers on the channel. We're going to be doing a graphics pack. Nope, and Nova Graphics just answered that. And so we're going that Hello Mini Waffle. I think I remember Mini Waffle. Were you from the other stream last week? I believe that. Your name is really familiar. We weren't subscribed to you, but we will be now. And and boom, subscribed. And we'll do X Gullible Gamer. I would change your name, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Gullible Gamer. You don't want to be gullible. I think I'm subscribed to everyone who is commenting. So yeah, that's where we're going. And there's a lot of ideas that are flowing around, and it's just gonna be implementing. Like, this live stream is not getting the responses last week's, and I don't know why that is. The quality kind of improved, and a lot of people seemed hype. Oh, Creeper Bill's in the building. I remember him. And same with Hawk Plays. And that's awesome. But I really want this kind of live stream to kind of go more, but to be honest, I don't have the equipment right now to continue, you know, kind of pushing it forward. And you guys aren't like telling me what you guys want to know. I heard banner, which I showed you guys how to do a banner. I heard end card, talked about that. Thumbnails pack, now that would really help out the little guys and allow them getting more views. Hey, you know, that's actually a good idea. I'm not gonna lie there. Gold Gamer, a thumbnails pack. We'll definitely throw that in there. I'll make sure to make note of that. I'll write it in my phone right now. Thumbnails in the pack. I mean, so what else do you guys want to see? What else do you guys want to know? Because that's kind of that's what you guys want is what we'll do. And so really, you guys just gotta let me know what you guys want, and then we'll do it. But thumbnails pack. All right, I'm gonna kind of turn the volume up and see where I'm at. What's up, Hekatos Designs? I remember you from last stream too. So it's good to see that we have some returning people back. Alright, so I see where you guys are just caught up with now. So I can't think of a good name. It goes along with personality. Hey, you know, I mean, that's what you want. If that's your brand, then take it. Take it with the world. But I'm just saying. Text templates. I'm not sure what you mean by text templates. I mean, text is, you know, fonts. I just use fonts for most of my stuff, and to be honest, where I find fonts is dafont.com. If you want a good website that you can go find fonts in, dafont.com. Cinema 4Ds and Cinema 4D material. I'm not really much of it. I hate Cinema 4D, to be honest. I'm not a Cinema 4D designer. I think, you know, the whole 3D graphics has been nipped, and if you want to find that, there's a lot of other places where you can find that. I might try and find someone who's like fluent in that and does that a lot. But to be honest, I mean, 3D graphics is to me overrated, and it's kind of, you know, over and done with. You know, it's not what's going on now. And can you show us the submissions that were submitted already? I'm not going to open the Google Drive and go through all that. But you guys, if you've submitted, just know that we've gotten it, and we'll go through there, and sorry about that, and we'll do it. And lens flares again are, you know, there's so many packs out there. Like for one example, Acrez, he has one of the best flares packs that I've seen. So, I mean, what else do you guys want me to talk about? Do you guys want me to show you anything, or you guys just want me to talk about, you know, other graphic stuff and working in the real world graphics versus you know, YouTube graphics? Because if you don't know about me, I own my own sports marketing firm, as well as I you know, do consulting. I did consulting for a company called Pirate Printing, which I still kind of do designs for, like every now and then whenever they need help. And then Gladiator Marketing was a firm that one of my friends from school, her dad owned it, and I had a class project with her, and I did some stuff, and her dad was like, "Wow, that's really impressive. I want you to come work for me." And so I started working for him, and then I eventually like stopped doing that and kind of left. But I can help if you want. I can make some tutorials on Cinema 4D. Do so. And hey, you know, if you guys want to help, you know, the YouTube, or you guys can add me on Skype. My Skype is Major League Graphics. Major League Graphics. One word. Feel free to add me on Skype. I add everyone. I'm always up for a good conversation, or you know, if you guys, you know, want to talk about specific graphic elements and stuff like that. Can you watch my speed art and give me your opinion? I can do that later, not on the stream. Tips for new GFX guys. Alright, so if you want to get into GFX, my first tip, my favorite tip, is to learn the program. And I don't advise getting anyone's GFX back. But I say, you know, you go and you learn the program, you learn what all the buttons do, and I like hearing people talk about GFX, like in the graphics podcast. The graphics podcast is definitely going to be going on another, like, it's really fun. I'm going to upload those on Saturdays instead of Fridays. I realize because it's a lot easier for me, and you know, it's only another day, so you guys, I think you guys can hold off, and it'll still be good. And so yeah, back to the Photoshop or graphics tips for new GFX guys. Learn the program and really do as many free graphics as you can. Because what that does is it builds your portfolio and just allows you to see what other people want, and allows you to you know, work and, you know, experience and, you know, kind of figure out something. Like if someone wants it done a specific way, you have to learn how to do it that specific way. So, you know, working with, you know, just doing graphics for free. And now don't let yourself be like, you know, just stomped on. Don't like say you're going to do 100 projects for 100 people. Just go, you know, just say, hey, you know, if you need graphics, let me know. Someone lets you know about the graphics, and you work with it. And if they tell you they don't like something, then you kind of work with it on there. For podcasts, you should do some podcasts with stream members. We actually did the last graphics podcast. We pulled 2 people from Twitter. We're like, hey, me and Adam were like, hey, you know, we need some people that'll help us, you know, with the podcast. Who wants to join? And it was Zach and Adam, or who was it? It was Shinta. Adam or Zach and Shinta were like, hey, you know, we'll join. And so we added them on Skype and we put them in there. So if you want to join the podcast, make sure you follow us on Twitter. And then whenever we record it, whether it be Wednesday or Thursday, just follow us on Twitter, and we'll let you know if we need some people. And I can only make simple thumbnails, trying to get better. Looking ones, I mean, simple is where it happens. You know, I like the KISS method. The KISS method is keep it simple, stupid, and you know, just keep it simple. No, simplicity is the ultimate form of sophistication, and you can make a full pack with thumbnails, templates, logo templates, and some stocks, backing, banners, layer styles, social media. You know what? If you guys want, what I'll do is I'll at 4,500 subscribers. Actually, yeah, at 4,500 subscribers, I'll release a small graphics pack. But then when we reach 6,000 subscribers, I'll release a massive graphics pack. And when I say massive, I mean like everything you said in that hook. I'm gonna slaughter this pronunciation, but hocus, hocus. And so there you go. So it's at 4,500 subscribers, which is about 500 from where we're at. I think we're almost at 4K. I'll release kind of a small graphics pack with thumbnails, some banner templates, and some, you know, basic stuff to help you design. But at 6,000 subscribers, we'll release a huge graphics pack full of thumbnails, templates, logo templates, avatar templates, stock renders, backing, banners, layer styles, social media icons, layouts, you know, and all that 2D professional stuff. And I'm going to start building that like when this podcast is, or when this live stream is over. I'm going to cut this live stream at about an hour, so maybe like, you know, 10, 15 more minutes, and go over there. But everyone rushes me, so I can't. No, but one thing tip with that is, you know, you're doing them a favor. Don't be rushed. You know, take your time. If you don't, you know, give yourself impossible deadlines. Just take your time. Keep it simple. And if they say, hey, when you can have it to me, I'll be like, I'll give it to you as soon as I can when I have some actual, you know, experience doing graphics design and stuff like that, you know. What graphic style do you think is best? That's a good question. I'm more of a 2D kind of person. I like simplicity. It's a lot that kind of, you know, goes into it. I prefer 2D. I mean, it really, it all looks, as long as it looks good. If you can make something look good, I think it's awesome. But I prefer more not Cinema 4D 3D. I prefer, like, if you do 3D, keep the colors kind of, you know, like make it 3D in Photoshop or Illustrator, not in Cinema 4D. I hate, like, Cinema 4D is great. It's a great, very powerful program, but I hate its like impact on YouTube. And so, oh my God, could you do like a background for like Twitter and Twitch logo? That would be the best. Yes, I'll do all that. It'll be a huge graphics pack that you guys will be able to download and use, and it'll be awesome. And I'm really excited. That'll be good. So 6,000 subscribers, and we'll go and do that. So if you guys help advertise and help grow the community, you guys will be rewarded with a huge, awesome graphics pack. Most of it, I'll make most of it, so I know it'll be okay. And so anyone want to help with the thumbnail pack? And I guess Argo is going to make a thumbnail pack. But no, that's what I say is just, you know, don't let it go. And so, all right, there's a lot of ideas. You can make a contest, a Q&A, giveaway. And there you go. Those are other ones. We're doing a contest every Monday, and I've already announced this. We didn't do it this Monday because of the Labor Day weekend, which if you live in America, like I've been busy all weekend. And which kind of sucks because I had a lot to do for the post-launch week, and I didn't get like any of it done, which kind of sucks. But it's all gonna, in the end, it'll work out. But yeah, so starting next Monday and every Monday following that, it'll be it's called Monday Fun Day Challenge, and you have a week for it. And there you go, Global Gamer. Tweet out the channel. Hey, do that. YouTube.com/gfx. Really simple. But yeah, and then giveaways. You know, I want to do giveaways, but you know, giveaways are difficult to do because like you have to be so precise, and you can't like do a giveaway. Like you do a giveaway to like, you know, support your fans, which I understand, but it's also a promotion thing, and that kind of goes against YouTube's terms and conditions, and you don't want to mess around with that. And because I know like White Boy 7th Street got in trouble for doing that kind of stuff. So I was thinking about giving away a Wacom tablet, which is like a drawing pad, and I feel like you guys would really benefit from that because that's where like that's a really cool thing to have. But I don't have any ideas of how to like open up a giveaway like that, and so I'd have to do a lot of research on it, make sure that it doesn't break YouTube's terms and conditions, can equally advertise the channel, and you know, freedom as a whole, and kind of that kind of stuff. But I'm definitely thinking about doing stuff like that for you graphic designers.
This is a demonstration of
let's see, what else do you guys have in mind? I know, so if we kind of do a recap, did the request come on Skype? My Skype's not actually loaded. I'll boot that up after the live stream. I don't like to be on Skype while I'm talking to you beautiful people. But yeah, so just kind of recap what's going on. So at 4,500 subscribers, we will release a small graphics pack. At 6,000 subscribers, we'll also release a huge graphics pack. And yeah, well, I know Wacom tablets are a bit too expensive, and that's why we'd want to give them away. And so, but yeah, we're going to do a huge graphics pack at 3K. And oh, I see you guys are actually tweeting at us right now. That is awesome. I'm excited. Let's see. So shout out to the people who just tweeted at us. The Matson123 with MATTSSON 123. He just liked the video, so thank you. Or he just actually liked the Spotify app. He probably doesn't even know we're streaming. Then we have GLP Matty. He just tweet out to subscribe to us. That's awesome. And also Global Gamer, thank you guys for showing your support on Twitter, as well as on YouTube and watching the stream. We really appreciate it. It really helps us out. And I hope you guys actually enjoy the stream. It's one of those things where I feel like last week's was a lot better than this week, so I got to figure out how to kind of get that. And my voice just cracked because I've been talking for an hour straight, and it's kind of like my voice is kind of dying. Sorry if you already saw this, but if you add Finn's graphic, he's 15 and he's amazing with 100. Oh, I have seen Finn's graphic. He's the little kid who does Minecraft stuff like that, and that's awesome. And actually, Matt, youtube.com/gfx links to our channel. So if you go to youtube.com/gfx, it will bring you to our channel. So youtube.com/gfx was the correct one. And yeah. And so I love GFX and Freedom, so both of them together is awesome. Yes, it's a lot of fun. And the thing is, we're not just GFX, we're not just partnered with Freedom. We're a community. Freedom is only part of what we do. We do a lot more than just work with Freedom. Freedom kind of is our sponsor, if that makes sense. We're a community channel that's based on every graphic designer on YouTube, not just specific one specific one, but we're a community channel around helping you guys improve, and we got a lot more coming and then next week and stuff like that. And YouTube, well, you can't youtube.com/user/gfx is another channel. youtube.com/gfx is the actual channel. So that's how that works. I would like to help Freedom partners with GFX. So William, if you need any help, please tell me. Well, Nate, we have a lot of requests from Freedom partners, and so if you want to be a designer for that and help them, we're definitely down to have you. And if you add me on Skype, Major League Graphics is my Skype. Do you prefer drawn graphics or computerized GFX? They're both art. And I've seen a lot of cool digital art. I've seen a lot of cool hand-drawn art. Personally, I like more, physical art versus digital art. CG kind of effects are really cool, and I like a lot of them. But I also really like, I'm gonna sound I love classical music. I love classical art, classic Picassos and stuff like that. All that kind of stuff is that's stuff that gets to me. I'm a weird person in the sense I like that kind of stuff. And most people listen to rap and jam out to that kind of stuff. But I'm also an outdoorsman kind of person. I enjoy getting out in the wilderness and kind of having those days where you just have fun. And versus I hate sitting at the computer for long periods of time, which I used to not be, and so, but that's the fun thing is when you're when I can do all my graphics and computer stuff, and then as my job, and then I can go do other stuff. It really is awesome, and it's a good mix, it's a good blend. And I want to do this series called William in the Wild, because every Wednesday I go hiking up Kennesaw Mountain, which is tomorrow I will do this too. And and I want to go, make a video every time I'm there. And do I like swing music? I do not listen to swing music. I'm listening, here, I'll pull up my Spotify actually. I listen to country music and I listen to classical music and I listen to, there's a playlist called Smart is the New Sexy, which is a really it's a cool playlist, but it has stuff like Arctic Monkeys, which is a great band, Foo Fighters, and I like classic rock kind of turn. And then you go into the classic kind of 60s music. You should do Webcast Wednesday. 2 live streams, a live stream that day, a live stream 2 days. One live stream enough a week, or one live stream a week is enough. Kind of going into that. But here's my Spotify kind of playlist here, and so let's see here. The classics. Now these are just 3 of the. Now Sail obviously isn't a classic, but a Midsummer Night's Dream, that's a great one. And then Cameron Sweet, but and then right here, Perfect Concentration. These are all just classical music, and some of them range from 7 to 8 minutes. Some of them are 30 minutes, and Here's the focus now. It's like these are the same thing. They all vary, and they're all just amazing playlists that you can find just on Spotify, and you know, listen to music. I'm a big music guy, and yes, classic rock is really good. It's one of my favorite genres, actually. Alright, see you, Mini Waffle. Hope to see you back soon, I assume, I guess. But, yeah, and so, I mean, that's just the kind of stuff that, you know, I'm into. And I don't want this podcast to be like, or this live stream really just to be about me. But I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this this live stream, not podcast, I'm going to say podcast a lot. This live stream just about up. I showed you guys today how to make a grunge style banner, and I talked about end cards. I also talked about like a lot of like more in-depth kind of stuff, went into UI design. So I think I did a good amount of tutorial based. I know this live stream is only an hour. It's going to get longer as it progresses, but you know, there's not much tutorials going on. It's just me rambling on about what I like. And so hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. Next week, I'm going to try and have some set things. I might show you guys intros. Hopefully we have XSplit or OBS, and it'll be better without the Wirecast stuff. But hey, we fixed 16:9, got the audio on both sides this time, and I hope you guys really enjoyed the stream. And my name is Will, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.